A very warm welcome to today's match number 5, August the 27th, at the Bandodkar Stadium here in Goa. It's an all-Goan derby. It is Sporting Clube de Goa against Dempo Sports Club here in the second edition of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. So both of these sides got hammered. That's a safe way of putting it. 4-0 Sporting Clube de Goa lost against FC Goa in the first game of the tournament, and Dempo got thumped 5-1 by Brisbane Roar, playing against 10 men for more than 70 minutes. So with both of these teams losing their games in the first day of the tournament, it's redemption day today. They must win to still stand a chance, a glimmer of hope to qualify for the semi-finals to be held on the 3rd of September. Now we're going to listen to some of the reactions from both sets of coaches as we see the Sporting Clube de Goa team entering the Bandodkar Stadium and the Dempo side also. Armando Colasso to speak.
Good evening to everyone. So last match was we played with a good team like FC Goa. Now the second time we are playing with the I-League team like the Dempo. So today we will play our own game. It's a natural game which we are playing a ball position and all. And we'll try to give our best for this and come up victorious for this match. See, we don't have any plans today to play against Dempo because we know how Dempos are playing and all. And if we play our natural game, like keeping the ball in position, go on wings and crosses and all, so it's going to be good for match force. And we'll try to give our best for today's match. Today, only one change. The captain is not there today, Dattaraj, so he got injured, and place of him, Sushil is coming. Thank you very much.
So, head coach there saying that they have no plans to play against Dempo. They know how they're going to play, faced them multiple times. Now, let's hear the Dempo head coach. Assistant coach.
No, last match we played, first half we played very well, and second half when we came, so boys were a little bit relaxed and they want to score goals because we had some chances. And where they took advantage of us, and we considered some 5 goals because we're not in shape. Because we tried to go to score, so we had to. That compactness in the defense was not there.
Last time against Brisbane, the first half was really good. The team looked very good. Today you are playing against Sporting, a local team. You have quality. How do you think it translates into that?
See, the coach also. Last session yesterday we had talk that how we lost. Coach spoke to them how we lost, and now we should not make any mistakes. Like we should stay compact so that we don't allow any team to score against us. And this is a local, and we know them, and so we'll play. We'll do our best. We'll give 100% to win.
Thank you so much, sir.
So Sanchez saying they're going to give 100% to win. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from a professional football team. Anything less than that, and that would be, well, career suicide pretty much. So, guys, 10 minutes for the start of the game. Sporting Clube de Goa lineups: Kunal Kundaikar, Myron Fernandez, Alton Vaz, Joel Colasso, Sushil Mehte, Diraj Chauhan, Doyer Alves, Francisco Fernandez, Biswa K. Darji, Ivan Costa, and Siddharth Rana. On the bench, Pratik Kankonkar, Joyner Monte Lorenzo, Joyson Coutinho, Chandan Gawas, Abhimanyu, Mark Carvalho, Samuel Gregorio Costa, Joyson Regan Gaunkar, Klusna John, and Jonas Colasso. The head coach, Armando Colasso. And for Dempo, who do we have on the starting 11 for the recently promoted I-League team? Well, they've just made the trip from I-League 3 all the way to I-League 2, from I-League 2 to I-League. The dream is on to reach the ISL, but they have to improve from their last game's showing. Dempo lineups: Daniel, Shalom Pires, Prudvesh Petnekar, Mohamed Ali, Ariston Costa, Boam, Sayesh Bakkar, Shubham Rawat, Vinay Harji, Kapil Hoble, Velis Tevendes, the goalkeeper. On the bench, Laishram, Daryl, Vieri Colasso, Laximan Rao, Samuel Da Costa, Sego Mandumle, Nestor, Siren, Rodriguez, Ashish Sibi, the goalkeeper. And the head coach for today's game, of course, Richard Sanchez, because the original coach is sent off or was sent off in the last match that we have for you guys today, match number 5, live from the Fatorda Stadium. And I'm pleased to say that today I am joined by my new co-commentator for today, Nicholas Jirwa. Nicholas, welcome to the comms room. How are you doing, my friend?
Hi, good afternoon, Joel. Thank you so much for this. And yes, it's an exciting match. It's the derby out here in Goa. Sporting Club de Goa versus Dempo Sports Club. Sporting Club de Goa in the customary colors, orange, white, orange. Dempo in blue, blue and blue. There you go, the FIFA anthem and the flag ready onto the ground. And in a few minutes from now, players will be lining up. And there you go. Both sets of players from the teams, Sporting Club de Goa and Dempo Sports Club. That's match commissioner Paramanand Mandrekar on your screen as well. Will be a very fierce, intense match, I'm sure. Joel, what do you think?
Well, it is going to be an interesting game between two of the Goan sides. Of course, it is a local derby. It is two teams that know each other very, very well. They played in the I-League 3 against each other. They qualified for the I-League 2. And then in the I-League 2, they also played against each other. Of course, Dempo made it through alongside Sporting Club Bengaluru. But it's going to be an interesting game today here at the Fatorda Stadium.
Yep, you're right. There you go. Both sets of players. And as you get this ovation, Dempo as the away team for this game, ready to battle it out against Sporting Club de Goa. Sporting Club de Goa, as you have heard, they lost 4-0 to
a battle for third place. Now we're going to have a moment's silence here. Of course, one of the sports ministers in Goa just recently passed away. So we're going to have a minute's silence now. So 1 minute silence is done and dusted in his remembrance, in his memory and honor. So now we are set to start this game in around 3 or 4 minutes time, as both captains are, well, shaking hands and just getting ready to kick us off here. The referee, Valentin Fernandez, Keshav Kaskar, Shiva Gosavi, and Jan Rodriguez, the fourth official. So the refereeing quartet is all set and done. And now, of course, Dempo are in blue, Sporting Club de Goa are in orange, and this Goan derby, we hope, is going to be a cracking game of football. The weather has respected Goa today, in the sense that on Saturday and Sunday it was absolutely raining cats and dogs. So it is going to be a much better conditioned to play football here today. So Sporting Club de Goa against Dempo Sports Club. Um, Nick, your predictions
Yep.
for this game, how do you see this happening, unfolding?
Uh, well, looking at the lineups out here, Joel, as I can see, I'm going in for a draw, but I just hope towards the end, probably Sporting will have that slight edge over Dempo. But anything can happen in the game of football, and you may never know what the crystal ball unfurls later on.
So usually before the game we do go for predictions. So I want a score prediction from your end. So please go ahead.
I'll go for 2-1 Sporting de Goa.
All right, and myself, well, I'll go the opposite way. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Dempo Sports Club victory. It's going to be a tight game, I believe. Both of these teams are very equal, very level, even in the I League 3 and I League 2. And I was commentating those games back months ago when both of these teams were battling it out in the I League 3 and I League 2. They were very tight games. It was just one goal that separated them in their games in Goa and so forth. So they've played each other so many times past these years. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. And whoever wins, well, still stands a chance, a glimmer of hope of qualifying for the semi-finals. But that is all it is. It is a glimmer of hope because Brisbane Roar, of course, and FC Goa are in pole position. Dempo will kick us off wearing blue. Sporting Clube de Goa will be kicking us off in orange and white with their orange stockings. We're here, day number 3 of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy, second edition, for this Goan derby. Of course, 7 o'clock, we have the big one of the day, the big one of the week, possibly. It is Brisbane Roar against FC Goa, a very, very tantalizing, mouth-watering affair coming up at 7 o'clock. But before that, we have the entrance. We have the pre-party, as we say back home. Dempo against Sporting Clube de Goa. So, Sporting Clube de Goa, you mentioned that you think they're going to win, Nick. I'm asking you, any players that we should be on the lookout for during this game?
Yeah, look out for jersey number 8, that is Sushil Mehte of Sporting Club de Goa. He's already been an experienced customer. He was there right from 2014-15 season, the I-League season that Royal Wyandotte FC had made wonders coming in third, and he was one of those players along with Jackie Chan Singh and the others. So he's the player that you need to watch out for. Jersey number 8. He's also has represented the country, has represented many other national clubs, Mohammedan Sporting. And here comes Dempo, but probably a handball that has been given and a free kick awarded to Sporting de Goa.
So yeah, you mentioned number 8 there for SC Goa, Sushil. And for Dempo, what do you think? I mean, the starting lineup, they're starting with 5 at the back, 5-4-1 pretty much. So what do you think about the formations of both of these clubs? SC Goa, of course, they have 6 defenders on the pitch. Here comes SC Goa, though. I mean, they're not going to play 6 at the back. They will play a flat 4 and perhaps, 2 wing backs or something of the sort. I mean, it would be, a bit daft from my side if you play 6 defenders, but they do have 6 defenders on the field. So that does show you how their mentality is for this game, doesn't it, Nick?
Right, you're right, Joel. And 6 defenders on paper versus 5 for Dempo. Are they looking to basically defend this game and earn that point? We'll wait and see. But at the moment, as you can see, Dempo playing in their own half for now. It's jersey number 5, Muhammad Ali, with the ball. Looking for options now.
It is true that a point won't be any good for either of these two sides. Someone has to take this game by the scruff of the neck, and they have to try and get on the front foot, because otherwise, a point pretty much signifies that they're going to be out. I mean, I don't see how either of these two sides are going to surprise Brisbane Roar. I mean, Sporting Club de Goa, of course, have to play Brisbane Roar. I don't think how, I don't see how they are going to surprise the Brisbane Roar. And I don't see how Dempo are going to surprise FC Goa. I mean, FC Goa have a very strong team here for this tournament, for this Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. So I just don't see how these two sides are going to progress. It's perhaps the easier of the two groups. Group B, Odisha, Chennai, Defensa y Justicia, Churchill Brothers, all of those sides, I-League sides, top division sides in their respective countries. So it's going to be quite interesting, this game. And now Sporting Club de Goa just controlling a little bit of possession there. That's number 5, Joel Golasso, playing it back to the goalkeeper, Siddharth. Opening it up wide, looking for that penetrating pass. That's number 3, that's Myron Fernandez. They are playing with 4 defenders and then 2 wing backs pretty much. So it is a back 6 for Sporting Club de Goa. As that ball goes out of play for a throw-in, shepherded out by Alton. 4 minutes in. Slow start to this game, isn't it, Nick?
Right, Joel. I mean, here comes a throw in, and probably referee telling him to go back. And here comes Sporting de Goa with the ball. A clearance out there, and that's jersey number 19, Francisco Fernandez, but his pass just a waste out there. Going back to the custodian of Dempo, Welister Mendes. Back to Muhammad Ali. Probably a very slow start, Joel, as you can see out here. None of them are really attacking as the way they should be after those thumping defeats against the respective teams. But probably they're taking it slow, taking it right from the back, and probably will get those, trying to make sure that the other teams will make those errors and capitalize on them.
Ball now for Dempo Sports Club. Cleared away though by Sporting Club de Goa. It's interesting that you mentioned, both teams perhaps looking to capitalize on each other's errors at the back line, but you can't solely rely on your opponents making a mistake to capitalize on that. You really have to take the game by the scruff of the neck, and significantly, it's Dempo that have this obligation, being the I-League side, to show a little bit more impetus in the game, because in a couple of months' time, I believe the I-League is going to start, and Dempo are going to be playing in the I-League, and I'm not sure if they're going to be playing with this kind of team. Also, there's no foreigners here for Dempo. There's no big name players that usually drop down from the ISL to the I-League and in search of game time. There's nothing of the sort. They're playing with an all more or less a local team, as if it was a Goan Premier Division game. And that, unless it changes, I mean, I don't see how this Dempo side will stay in the I-League unless things drastically change in the next month and a half or so. What do you think about that, Nick?
Yeah, you're right, Joel. I mean, yep, you were right in saying that the Dempo team really looks like the Goan Premier League kind of a team with no foreigners out there. But probably the managers must be looking at this as an acid test for them and waiting for this tournament to over to then sign players, foreigners, to make their team stronger for the I-League. That's what I think, Joel. And as you can see out there, it's a throw-in for Dempo. For those of you who have joined us,
surely you'd want your foreigners to also be embedded in the first team dynamics. I mean, the I-League does start in around a month's time. And you know, preseason is going on. This is a preseason tournament for most of these sides, of course, and you know, an exposure tournament for the Defensa y Justicia kids. But apart from that, they really should be looking to solidify and build their squad from tournaments like this. So, guys, welcome to Sportscast India, of course. I'm alongside my co-commentator today for this game, Nicholas Jirwa. And we are here at Sportscast India. We're here also at FIFA Plus. So it's just a very warm welcome to all of you. And, well, we are live on our YouTube chat. We have a comment which is interesting from a user called Games of Thrones. He's saying Joel Dempo have signed 3 foreigners and few more first team players. It's just that they are not being used in the tournament. They are mostly for I League. Fair enough, but this is a preseason tournament. You really want to see those foreigners in action. Goa have all their foreigners. Brisbane Roar, of course, have their players. Apart from Defensa y Justicia, all of the ISL and I League teams have had their foreigners here. So this is a preseason, and he keeps on going and says, Game of Thrones, they want to qualify for the ISL with entirely the academy players, which are good under 17, under 19 level. That's not going to happen, is it? I mean, it really isn't going to happen. You're not going to qualify into the ISL with academy players. I mean, if that were the case, then Indian Arrows would be winning the I League whenever they were playing because they had the best Indian talent in the subcontinent, shouldn't they? I mean, it makes no sense, doesn't it, Rick? Nick?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Joel. I mean, you do need some fair share of talent coming in from abroad, and it speaks volumes when you have foreigners in the team. But that's how the dynamics change. And at the moment, here comes Dempo, jersey number 12, Sajesh Bakar being fouled out there, and a yellow card for jersey number 4, Sporting de Goa, Alton Vaz, the captain. A
I
yellow
mean,
card being shown to him.
no disrespect to the Dempo Academy. I'm pretty sure that those players are pretty good. But you know, you're not going to qualify for the ISL with academy players because, like I said, otherwise, then Indian Arrows would have won the I League countless times. It just doesn't work like that. You need to have foreigners, you need to have experienced players alongside you to steady the ship. And of course, you can have academy players coming through. Of course, you can. Definitely, 100%. But you can't say, Game of Thrones, on our YouTube chat, that they want to qualify for the ISL with entirely academy players. That's a dream. It's a pipe dream. It's never going to happen, is it?
Yep, that's next to impossible. Clearly,
It
you have seen it over the past years. All teams, even on the low budget, they really have to have a foreigner in their team.
Free kick for Dempo. Header coming in, and it goes over the bar. Pretty decent free kick there by number 2, Daniel. And, well, that was a header by number 12, I believe, back guard, which went over the bar. So first sign of an attack by either of these two sides has come after 11 minutes from a set piece. Are we going to expect a pattern to develop like that, where both of these sides are looking to the set pieces perhaps to create the chances, Nick? What do you think?
Well, looking at the flow of the game that's going right now, uh, Dempo heavily relying on their passes, the long passes, as I can see. There you go, safely connected by the custodian of Sporting de Goa. That was Siddharth Rana. Yeah, back to your question, Joel. Set pieces are a part and parcel of the game, but I feel they shouldn't be relying on that. Oh, and that was some skill by Rana out there. Had that presence of mind, as cool as a cucumber, to dodge one of the forwards of Dempo out there.
लाइट डीम करूँ क्या करूँ
Clearance by Sporting de Goa by the captain. Yep, like I said, it's even Stevens for now.
It It is a midfield battle developing here. It's a cagey match, cagey affair, and both teams still haven't really tested each other out in this game. It's been bereft of any flow, of any fluidity. The tempo is slow. It's almost as if we were commentating on a preseason friendly. Well, it is, ironically enough, but still, it is a very slow tempo to the game. I do sincerely hope that we have a much better tempo for the 7 o'clock game kicking off between Goa and Brisbane Roar later on, because at the end of the day, tempo is a big part of also our job as a commentator. I mean, obviously, both myself and Nick, we're not going to fall asleep on the comms, on the mics. That won't happen because we'll be fired the next day. But still, if the game is, look at that, if the game has little mistakes like that and like a foul throw, you don't expect that in at this kind of level. But if the game doesn't have a flow to it, a fluidity to it, doesn't have tempo to it, it just becomes a very dull affair, doesn't it, Nick?
Right, you're right, Joel. I mean, yep, that was really all the kids, all the youngsters who are watching this game right now on the YouTube channel. You can see that foul throw that was given away. That's because a leg was raised, and these are learnings that you can pick it up from here. Here comes Sporting de Goa. That was Sushil out there from the wing, coming in from the wing now. Sporting de Goa looking for options, but short passes again going back, not really trying to attack as they should have been. Alton Vaz has already received a yellow, so he needs to be careful now. Nearly a quarter of the first half getting over, and the scores, no one has been able to break the deadlock. And a pass out there, but quite easy for the custodian of Dempo. That was Velister Mendes. So, Joel, you've been looking at this. You've been doing for the past 4 games. Which side has really impressed you so far?
Well, I have to say that Chennaiyin were pretty solid in their game against Churchill Brothers. They played really well. They have some very good players. Connor Shields had a very good game. Lucas Brambilla. They have a very potent front three with Chuma Chukwu, and then they have a very good team. Odisha failed to impress against Defensa Justicia, or I have to say Defensa Justicia impressed against Odisha. The youngsters were really, really, really good, really decent, really good. They were aggressive, so it was a pretty good game. Chance here for Sporting Clube Goa, just goes wide. That was a good opportunity there for the men in orange. I'm going to have to say Chennaiyin were impressive because they played against an I-League team and absolutely thumped them, and played them off the park in the second half especially. Brisbane Roar, obviously you expect them to. I'm pretty confident when I say this. They are the favourites to win this tournament. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, they are the big favourites. They won 5-1 against Dempo. They played with 10 men for 70 minutes. So, I mean, for me, it is either between Brisbane Roar and Chennaiyin in the final. That's the way that I see it. Chennaiyin just looks sharper, and they look much better than Odisha did against Defensa Justicia. Defensa Justicia was sharp, but they lack experience. So the way I see it, Chennaiyin and Brisbane Roar will play in the final, and I think that from the two groups, I think Chennaiyin and Odisha will make it through, and Brisbane Roar and FC Goa will make it through. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's a fantastic tournament here at Fedorda Stadium, organized by the Goan Football Association, of course. A fantastic initiative to invite teams like Brisbane Roar and to invite Club Deportivo Defensa Justicia all the way from Buenos Aires in Argentina. So it is frankly, it's been a memorable tournament so far. And of course, you have the Goan components adding to the unique Goan flavor of this tournament. So it's a very, very unique experience at the moment in Goa. So ball now for Sporting Clube de Goa. And again, another example of how this match has been a midfield battle, isn't it, Nick?
Yep, you're right, Joel. And initially, just a couple of minutes ago, it was jersey number 19, Francisco Fernandez, with that miss. And I thought that would have been the first goal of this game, but unfortunately, it did go way beyond the post. Here comes Muhammad Ali with the ball. And as you can see, Muhammad Ali not in a position to release the ball. He's taking his time. That's Kner Kudlang Boam to Muhammad Ali. Passes on to jersey number 2. That is Daniel. Didn't play the last game. Was a substitute in the last game. He's come in place of Lakshman Rao Rane. So much fighting for the ball, but I don't know, Joel, if you have seen most of the possession, most of the time the ball has been out of play rather than inside the field. Well, just speaks of how experienced foreigners are necessary for your team, and which is required. Here comes Dempo, looking for options down the wing. Will he center it? Not really. And it just goes way off target, not posing any problems to the Sporting de Goa's goalkeeper, Siddharth Rana, out there.
That is another thing that I want to highlight here about Indian football that I've seen throughout my time here in India. I've been here for the past 8 years, of course. I'm not from India, so I can offer a unique perspective on this. The final ball here in India, even in the ISL, I mean, I've seen players, top quality players, Danta Singh and Ashok Kuranian and so forth. They get to the good positions. They get into good positions. The build-up play is good, but then the final ball lets them down. And we saw that there a couple of, maybe 30 seconds ago with that cross, which went absolutely nowhere. The final ball, that composure, that panache that is needed to get the ball at the right moment, in the right time, in the right place, is genuinely not there for 95% of the players that I see in the ISL, I-League, and so forth. So, you can't expect I-League 2, I-League 3 players to get that right. So, but still, that is something that has to be worked on. I'm going to have to say Chennai were impressive because coaching staff, they played against an I-League team and absolutely thumped them. And
will he center it? Not really.
We saw a little bit. We heard a little bit of the past commentary there. That was a technical glitch there, Nick. So now ball with Sporting Clube de Goa once again. They're trying to.
There comes Sushil. What a pass! And, oh, what a goal! Celebrations galore, and they have opened the deadlock. Jersey number 16, Doyle Alves. And I did tell you, Joel, jersey number 8 out there with a crucial pass, Sushil Mehte. And indeed, his experience did matter. There you go. Jersey number 16, Doyle Alves with his left foot. And guess what, Joel? This reminds me, which game? Well, one goal separating them now. Sporting de Goa with the opener that they have in their account. Shouts of keeper out there and Siddharth Rana comfortably connecting it.
So ball is back again with Dempo once more. It is 1-0 for Sporting Clube de Goa. That was a good goal, wasn't it, Nick?
Right, brilliant goal out there. A good pass from Sushil Mehte.
Another chance here for Sporting Clube de Goa. Opportunity, and that goes wide. Another chance again. So, 23 minutes in to this game, 1-0 by Sporting Clube de Goa. They are leading in this match. And it was a pretty decent finish, nice tidy finish into the bottom corner. 1-0 for the men in orange. They are surprising all of us here today with their style, with their gameplay. I did expect Dempo SC to perhaps be a little bit tighter than this, a little bit better than this, but at the end of the day, I mean, it is 1-0 for Sporting Clube de Goa. They deserve it, kinda, don't they? I mean, they've been the team that's been on the front foot, haven't they, Nick?
Right, you can see that again. I mean, here you go. That's the second chance that was offered to them, but unfortunately, and here comes again the replay in front of you. So that was coming from Sporting Club de Goa with their coach Armando Colasso. They have performed as what the doctor has ordered. Right now, taking it steady. Jersey number 5, Joel Colasso, looking for options. Again, it's been a lot of midfield to the defense, defense to midfield kind of a pattern. Rana trying to clear it out, and it's just gone out of the field of play.
Minute 25 here at the Fatorda Stadium. Dempo trailing by 1-0. The I-League side losing against the I-League 2 team. Looking to penetrate and that through ball there, but again, good defending, tight defending by Sporting Clube de Goa. They are keeping a clean sheet, of course, at the moment, which is what they wanted throughout this game. Perhaps that is why they have started with 6 defenders today in this match, and it is so far working for them quite nicely. The coach has been very astute, Armando Colasso, with regards to the way that he set up his side. He did say in the pre-match conference that they do know how the opponent is going to play. So, you know, they have prepared for that. Dempo, on the other hand, the coach for Dempo said that they did not have to prepare for Sporting Clube de Goa because they already know. Well, perhaps not the right way of putting it across, as that ball went just wide. He did say that, and that did come across as a little bit of a bravado there when the Dempo head coach said that they did not have to prepare because it was Sporting Clube de Goa and they knew them already. What do you think about that pre-match press conference?
I don't know what to say. Was that overconfidence, or do they really genuinely know Sporting Club de Goa? But as you can see it on the field right now, as the score is, it is 1-0 in favor of Sporting Club de Goa. And attacking now from Sporting Club de Goa. And it tell you, one error of judgment will cost anything, and that's what has happened. Again, the ball has just been gone out of the field of play. Sporting Club de Goa, but now it's Dempo. Dempo coming in from the right, looking for options out here. But unfortunately, he had no one to pass it to, giving it to jersey number 16 out there, Vinay. Vinay giving it back to jersey number 6, Ariston. A lot of tiki-taka being exhibited. But that's what happens when You are not compelled to go towards the goal. And there you go. As you can see, the ball is just rotating between the midfield and the defense.
Back to the goalkeeper now. That is not Wellister Mendes, sorry, that's Siddharth Rana there, the goalkeeper for Sporting Clube de Goa. Ball now for the man in orange. It is 1-0 here at the Fatorda Stadium between Sporting Clube de Goa and Dempo Sports Club. Ball now for number 4, Alton. Back to the goalkeeper, Siddharth. Opens it up wide. Nice possession-based football here by Goa, but the possession is at the moment just at the back line. It's not going anywhere. The pressure by Dempo now, starting by number 7, that's Buam. I mean, Dempo have to change something in this game, don't they? They're looking lackluster, Nick.
Right. I mean, just like I stated before, I mean, it's all about passing from the defense to the midfield, and it's just not going forward. And even if it does, it is not really challenging or threatening Siddharth Rana on the opposite end. Here comes the first shot. Easily saved by Siddharth Rana, testing him from a far distance. Not really posing a threat, Joel, Dempo.
They're not. I mean, it's been rather rudimentary so far. It's been a very lackluster game, and it's been that one chance by Sporting Clube de Goa, which they've taken. Wellister Mendes now with possession of the ball. And, well, it almost feels like a Goan Football League game, Nick. That's how it feels at the moment.
You're right, Joel. And let's not forget, these two teams, once upon a time, 10 years ago, they featured in the I-League. Then it was the top league in the country. And I remember there was another team, Salgaonkar from Goa. So 3 teams from Goa used to battle it out in the I-League, and these two were very, very prominent. And, well, going by that standard, this is really not quite what we wanted to see. Though Sporting de Goa have opened their account, Dempo are still looking to make amends to their mistakes. Where do you think is Dempo going wrong, Joel? I mean, what is it that is lacking at the moment?
Everything, really. I mean, it's not been good by Dempo so far. Emanating from the words of the head coach in the pre-match conference. I mean, you can't go into a game like this thinking you're just gonna, get 3 points. It just doesn't work like that. And there is very little game plan coming in here in this game by Dempo. They just it's not nice. It's not pretty at the moment, but that can still change. That's a beautiful ball in through. Chance! Oh! Goal! Hoble with the equalizer for Dempo. It's 1-1 here at the Fatorda Stadium. And finally, Dempo have leveled the game with their first chance of the match, Nick.
What a brilliant ball that was. Have a look at that. Jersey number 19, Kapil Hoble. Beautiful ball given out there. And all he needed to do was to tap. Siddharth Rana had no clue whatsoever. Now the game is looking at its contest, and it's shaping up right now. Joel, what do you think? 1-1 for now, the score at the Fatorda Stadium, Sporting Clube de Goa and Dempo Sports Club. Game number 5. of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar second edition tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1-1. I did say Dempo were going to win by 1 goal. You did say they were going to win by 2-1, Sporting Clube de Goa. So as of now, your prediction is still very much on. Anything can still happen in this game. There's, of course, over an hour still left of this match, but that was a pretty decent finish there for Dempo. It just shows you that they can produce moments of quality if they start pressing high up the field. Little bit of a mistake there by both defender and goalkeeper. If they do start pressing high up the field, they can produce moments of quality. But it has been pretty far and wide, the moments of quality. They haven't really mastered that yet. I mean, it is, of course, a pre-season tournament, but, well, they do have to up the ante. The onus is on them. They are the more experienced team here. That's fantastically done. Looking for a quick double whammy there at Dempo, but intercepted by the Sporting Clube de Goa defense. So 34 minutes in this match. It is 1-1 between Sporting Clube de Goa and Dempo in this Goan derby. And now here comes Sporting Clube de Goa. Nice overlapping run, but again, the final ball, Nick. Final ball lets them down, doesn't it?
That was so disappointing. I mean, he had made the run. All he had to do was just make sure that that pass was just accurate enough for him to carry it on forward. Have a look at there. He had already given it up. He knew it was just no point chasing that ball at all. Just like you said, that final ball, this is where Indian football is still lacking. But probably they should be making this as a regular practice, and by organizing tournaments like this, we can see that Indian football should be slowly and steadily climbing up the ladders of where it's supposed to reach.
Oh, the key word there, slowly. Perhaps not steadily, but slowly, because Indian football at the moment is a bit of a roller coaster ride. It's not nice, it's not pretty at the moment, but that can still change. That's a beautiful ball in through. Chance! Oh! Go! I don't know why that video, that audio keeps on playing. You were saying, Nick, slowly and steadily, like I was saying before. Slowly, yes. Steadily, definitely not. Indian football is a bit of a roller coaster ride. I mean, I've only been here and I do say only lightly, I've only been here for the last 8.5 years, involved in the higher echelons of Indian football in the I-League and so forth, with different teams coaching and so, and such. It's not steady. It's anything but steady. Every single moment there's something happening in this country that is so beloved by myself now. It's a fantastic, beautiful country. But a lot still has to be improved in Indian football. And I do hope sincerely that one day the people responsible for Indian football do get it right more than they get it wrong. Ball now for Sporting Clube de Goa. Long ball forward. And this competition is a prime example of the Goan Association getting it right. I mean, they have the pulling power of bringing the Brisbane Roar over. They have the pulling power bringing Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia over from Argentina. So that is something clearly that the Goan Football Association is doing right here at this precise instance with this Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy, which has been so far absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning. The games, we've seen cracking goals, we've seen fantastic football. We saw that goal by Dempo, which was very silky indeed. So it's been great so far. As that was another chance there for Dempo SC. Ball now for Dempo again, the captain. Nice little nutmeg, overlapping run. This is number 2, Daniel with a cross in. Cleared away though by Sporting Clube de Goa. Another opportunity over the bar. Offside though, offside. Are you okay, Nick? You were gasping there.
Right. My heart was out at my mouth just now because Don't forget, I am looking for the opposite score, and had this gone in, my prediction for this game was over, dead and over. And as you saw that, that cross was such a perfect cross by Daniel. Look at that. But yep, offside out there. Jersey number 13, it was Shubham Rawat not being able to control that, but nevertheless, the flag was up from the far side, signaling it was an offside. Sporting de Goa probably taking it a little lightly now. An injured player on the ground. Dempo's team manager Richard Celestine Sanchez urging his players, this is it. You have scored. Now it's time to return. Pay them back.
Well, it's 1-1 at the moment. Put yourself in the position of both head coaches. Who is the happier of the two?
I would go for Dempo at the moment because they've come from behind, but they know at the same time they can't just let that slip. And Armando Colasso must be very, very angry with his players, probably for letting that goal. And they're not actually fighting for, I think both the teams are not really fighting for that goal to earn it, as you can see. It's a lot of, probably if there was a heat map of all the players out there, probably 60 to 80% would be concentrated in the midfield. Here comes a free kick.
That's spot on there. 60-80% will be on the midfield. It has been a midfield battle. That again, that final ball is just, it's abysmal. It's poor. You expect a little bit more composure from these players. You know, they're on the I League. They're in I League 2. They're on the edge of I League qualification. You expect better. I mean, this is the only thing that we want and need from Indian football. A little bit better than what we are seeing currently at this very moment in this Goan derby. Too many mistakes, too many errors, too many final balls that have gone astray and Ori. Then they can produce the moment of magic like we saw in that goal by Dempo and by Sporting Clube de Goa. So they do have the quality to produce the final ball. They have the quality to produce that little bit of magic, the little bit of masala that needs to be added to the whole meal. But they don't have the consistency to do it 10 times out of 10. They can only do it once out of 10. And that is something that needs to be worked on by the coaching staff, by the team, by everyone. They have to work on their consistency. 41 minutes in, 1-1 between Dempo and Sporting Clube de Goa. The goal scorer Francisco and Kapil Hoble for Dempo. So going into the half-time break with around 4 minutes left, what do you think needs to be changed by both sides to try and come into the second half here, Nick, and try and win this game? What needs to be adjusted?
Right, first of all, I think the mentality towards the game should change. What I feel is the X factor that was needed in coming into the game where both the sides need to attack, that was missing. That needs to come, that needs to be shown on the pitch. The teams are really, really not offering that great quality football, which is really missing. And this is really a sad sight to see. And I think the coaches will be really gearing up at halftime because they know they have a lot to offer. Both the teams, just like you said, do have the talent, but they are just not showing what their capability is. Have a look at that ball from Muhammad Ali that has just been squandered away. I mean, really not the pass that you would like to see I-League teams playing at this level.
Definitely not. It's and it's time and time again, like I mentioned just moments ago, that these things do tend to happen, and it's not eye-catching. You You can't expect that. Yet again, Dempo are playing with a lot of the local players that they have. Perhaps this might not be the same side playing in the I-League in a month's time. So we will have to wait and see for that, for the 3 or 4 foreigners that they say are coming in and so forth, to see if they add that little bit of extra oomph, little bit of extra quality. Another chance here, opportunity for Dempo, 1-on-1! Oh, post and out! Out for a corner kick. That was tantalizingly close. It almost feels as if time stopped for a few seconds there as the ball just bobbled and bobbled on the grass onto the post. Wow, what a chance that was, Nick.
Right, have a look at that. The ball went out, but 3 players went into the net. I mean, what else do you want to say? Everything went in, 3 players went in, but the ball went out of the net, and this is a corner for Dempo. What can they do out here?
Well, corner kick, another set piece, which is something that both of these teams are looking to capitalize on. Corner kick coming in. Dempo, of course, did score from the corner kick against Brisbane Roar, so they have a potent threat from set pieces and corners. Another ball gets played in. This time it's going to go out of play. That ball played in there by number 15, by number 5, sorry, Muhammad Ali. So 1-1, just 1 minute left of this game. It is tantalizingly poised as we enter the dying embers, the final echelons of this first half. It's going to be a throw-in for Sporting Clube de Goa deep inside Dempo territory. We're here in the second edition of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy, live from the Fatorda Stadium. Today it's sunny Goa. Saturday and Sunday it was rainy Goa. Are we going to see more good weather coming in throughout the whole tournament? We certainly hope so, because Saturday and Sunday it was, well, it was absolutely raining cats and dogs. A nice run. Can he get there? 2 minutes of added on time given here by the 4th official. He does get there, number 6. That is Ariston Costa. Costa plays the ball to number 15. Number 15, number 13 actually. That's number 13. Rawat, not 15. The 3 and 5 look very alike from a distance from the commentary box. So it's going to be a goal kick now for Sporting Clube de Goa, as the referee is just calling one of the Dempo players over. How have you seen this first half, Nick? Where is the balance heading into this interval?
Well, those 2 chances have really put Dempo slightly. They have the edge for now. Towards the end of the first half, as you can see, I mean, Sporting de Goa are not really quite, apart from that goal and just another chance, then Sporting de Goa have really not made any such threat towards Dempo, and here comes Dempo there, but easily trotted away by jersey number 14 out there, Dheeraj Chauhan. It's quite balanced, but Dempo really has that slight mental edge as of now.
Well, you heard it there from Nick, our co-commentator and expert. Dempo have the slight, well, they are slightly ahead according to him. According to me also, I do believe Dempo have taken the edge of this game and are now trying to control the flow and the tempo of the match. So again, it's up to them really. They are the I-League side. Sporting Clube de Goa playing in I-League 2. So it's going to be interesting to see how both coaches react to this halftime interval as we are going in. The referee has looked at his watch, the Pink Panther in the middle, and he will be blowing the whistle shortly. So it is going to end at 1-1 here at the halftime interval. The first 47 minutes done and dusted of day number 3, match number 5 of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy, here live from Goa, the Fatorda Stadium. Well, 1-1, time for a short break. Do enjoy your chai, your coffee, your samosas and your pakoras. Back with you guys in around 12 minutes time for the start of this second half.
Match number 5. Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. Played between Sporting Club Clube.
So we are back here for the start of the second half between Dempo and Sporting Clube the Goa. It's 1-1 at the moment. Kapil Oble and Toyal, the goal scorers for both teams. I'm joined here by my co-commentator Nicholas Girwa. Nicholas, welcome. What are we expecting for the second half?
Right, good afternoon, Joel. Yep, second half there has to be some fiery tempo from both the sides. They know two more goals. They need at least two more goals from either side can get them that win. And like I said before, I'm still rooting for Sporting Club de Goa to win this game. Let's wait and watch what happens now. Who are you rooting for? I mean, your prediction is still
My
not yet.
my
It's
prediction my prediction is gone, mate. I said 1-0 for Dempo, so that's already gone out the window after 20 minutes. But still, nonetheless, I mean, it's tantalizingly poised, this Goan derby between Dempo, of course, and Sporting Clube de Goa, two historic sides in Goan football. As you rightly mentioned before, Nick, they have played at the highest echelons of Indian football for many a decade before, and then they gradually faded away when this whole ISL thing came into place. No disrespect to the ISL, of course, they have provided a big platform for Indian football moving forward. But still, historic clubs like Dempo and like Sporting Clube de Goa, Salgaocar, as you rightly mentioned before, they just vanished into thin air when that happened. So it's good to see them back where they belong. Of course, Sporting Clube de Goa in I League 2 and Dempo in the I League. Salgaocar still, I think, in I League 3, if I'm not mistaken. And Churchill Brothers, well, they have been the mainstay for Goan football in the I League for many a year already. I mean, since I've been here for the last 6, 7, 8 years, they've still been in the I League. So, Goan football was in a steep decline for many a year, and now slowly, now you have two participants in the I League from Goa, which only bodes well for the future of Goan football. So, 46 minutes played. My prediction's out the window. Nick's prediction can still happen. He said 2-1 for Sporting Clube de Goa. So that can still happen. But still, no matter the scoreline, I think, if I'm perfectly honest, after watching almost 180, almost 135, 140 minutes of both of these sides, that I think FC Goa and Brisbane Roar have a little bit too much for them, Nick.
right. That's what you've said. I mean, in the previous games, Sporting Club de Goa were hammered for love, and Dempo were also given the same kind of treatment. 1-5-1 to their name. Let's see what can they do from here. Can they rise up from that fall? And this is the match that will be talked amongst the coaches, amongst the players, amongst the local fans of Goa as well. How did they actually come up from that fall? This is important, and to keep your cool, to shape, and to make sure that one of the teams obviously win this game, because you may never know in a game of football. 90 minutes, anything can happen. Just the other day in the Durand Cup, we saw Shillong Lajong beating East Bengal, the great almighty East Bengal. So anything can happen in a game of football. This is Dempo with a throw in.
You're right, and Shillong though lost yesterday, didn't they, against Northeast United? So either way, there was always going to be a Northeast team playing in the Durand Cup final, whether it was Shillong Lajong or whether it was Northeast United. Of course, Shillong Lajong, a more how should I say, fan orientated team, of course, playing in the I League. Again, they also kind of vanished for a couple of seasons in the 2019, 20, 21, 22. They only came back last season, I believe. So after a hiatus of 3 or 4 campaigns from the I League. So it's good to have them back again in the I League. But this game, it's all about Goan football and Goan flavor. And Sporting Clube de Goa trying to pierce that back line from Dempo. Still 1-1 deadlocked here at the Fatorda Stadium in the heart of Goa. This beautiful state of Goa, which promises 335 days of sunshine a year. Unfortunately, Saturday and Sunday, we got 2 of those days that were absolutely pouring down with rain, which was not ideal. I mean, we had a lot of technical issues and difficulties. Of course, when you have expensive equipment and the rain is pouring down, it becomes a bit of a problem for everyone involved. We did manage to pull through, but fingers crossed the weather stays like this for the duration of the tournament, Nick, because we don't want to be getting wet in the commentary box, do we?
You're right, Joel. And that was really brilliantly said. And as they say, there's always the silver lining at the edge of any cloud. And here comes Dempo. They have a corner kick to their name. What can happen out here?
Well, that's a big question. What can happen from this corner kick? Last game against Brisbane Roar, they scored from an identical corner set piece situation from that same side, that same free kick taker, corner kick taker, and it was 5-1. It's going to be 2-1, punched away by the goalkeeper, Siddharth Rana. That shot coming in, and that goes all the way to Mumbai, all the way from Goa. That was a pretty far-fetched effort there from 40 yards out on the half volley. Never an easy technique to master. Of course, we did see Gurkirat Singh do that, not on the half volley though, but on the full volley. I don't know if you saw that goal, Nick, between Chennai and Churchill Brothers. That third goal scored by Gurkirat Singh was Zidane-esque. I don't know if you saw it or not.
No, not really. I didn't see that goal, but I'm sure after the end of this, I will watch it. And
You have to, mate. You have to. You have to. It's an absolute banger of a goal. Top bins. It cleared off the cobwebs of the netting in the Fatorda Stadium. And, well, it just sent shockwave. It did send shockwaves through the entire tournament because Chennai, you were expecting maybe Orisha and Defensa Justicia from that group. Chennai are a very good side in Group B. That Group B, of course, called the Group of Death. Club Defensa Justicia, Chennai, Churchill Brothers, and Orisha. So 3 top sides from top divisions, 1 I-League side. And this group is a little bit more clear-cut, I believe. Brisbane Roar, well, they beat Dempo by 5-1, playing with 10 men for 70 minutes after Jack Hingert, the Sri Lanka international, born in London, got sent off after minute 30. So they played with 65, 70 minutes with 10 men, and they still somehow, Brisbane Roar, showed their quality, and they absolutely thumped Dempo by 5-1. How do you think they would have reacted after that? I mean, we have seen how they have reacted. Is it good enough, though? What do you think, Nick?
uh, I mean, going by what you have said, I mean, not that I saw the game. I mean, you're talking about Dempo's reaction?
Yes, I'm talking about Dempo's reaction in this game after
Yeah.
getting thumped by 5-1 by Brisbane Roar.
Well, if I was their coach, I would have said, okay, it's time not to look back and concentrate on the next game. But I know it's tough. I know it's difficult because that loss is really something that a lot of players, I mean, from the Tempo team would be taking it to their heart. But as they say in the game of football, one has to lose, one has to win. And it's primarily on the coach's efforts now to take that loss and convert it into a win, into a win for this game, for them to basically come out with a positive result. Have a look at that foul by Sporting de Goa. That was jersey number 3, Myron Fernandez. A free kick awarded to Sporting de Goa. Daniel to take it. They really
It is
look.
going to be an opportunity here. Yep, they look like they are a team in the ascendancy, Nick. They are going to take this free kick now. Another set piece opportunity for Dempo. Ball gets played in. Cleared away though by Sporting Clube Goa, out for a corner kick. Yet another corner kick, turning the screws in this game here. Dempo Air Sports Club. They are playing a tad little bit better here right now than Sporting Clube de Goa. They are pinning them back, which is perhaps part of the way that they have always wanted to play in this game. A corner kick coming from that same area that they scored that goal, consolation goal against Brisbane Roar. Once again, same kick taker. Once again, is going to be falling. Well, not into the same area. Cleared away though by Sporting Clube de Goa. Throw in now for the man in orange. Dempo, Sporting Clube de Goa, a point is not enough. Do you see them progressing from this group, Nick?
Well, at this rate, I don't consider them going in, but we still have to take another game to go, obviously, after this. So, but at this point, I would say not really. I still would put my money on Sporting de Goa. What do you think?
Dempo, there's really nothing separating both these teams, is there? One team doesn't look like they play in the I League, the other team doesn't look like they play in I League 2. It's a very tight game. Like I mentioned before, it does look like a Goan Premier League game, this one. It really does have that kind of feel, that kind of vibe to the whole situation to it as as Siddharth Rana gets the ball there. It's a rather interesting game so far, and finally poised. 1-1. The goal scorer Kapil Huble and Doyal for Sporting Clube de Goa. A very big thank you also, I have to mention, to the Goa Football Association for, of course, having us here at Sportscast India, providing you all with the broadcast and the commentary with either Junaid or with Nick and myself. And it's been absolutely fantastic so far. The hospitality here at Goa, and the attention to detail. They brought in 2 international teams, one from Down Under, one from the land of the great Lionel Messi, the land of tango and the land of great food and culture, Buenos Aires, Argentina. So it's a very well organized tournament. And the thing that I like the most about this tournament so far is something probably no one is speaking about, is that there are gaps in between the games. Usually when you get a tournament like this, they play consecutive days. I've done commentary in tournaments before where they played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's just a big old wild mess, and people after day 1, day 2, they're absolutely knackered, and then you see a dip in quality and form after day 3 and 4. So I'm very thankful that the Goan Football Association have been wise enough and sensible enough to give gaps between both match days. So if you play on Saturday, you play again on Tuesday today, which kind of makes sense because that's the same thing as perhaps a European side who plays in the Champions League. They play Saturday and then they play a Tuesday game. So it kind of does make sense that they're doing it like this. Those teams that played on Sunday would play on Wednesday. So they have a 2.5 day gap to recover from the exertion of the previous game. So that is, I have to applaud that, because I've been in India for 8 years and a half already, and I've seen so many tournaments just organized where they play every single day. And to be fair, that's not good for player welfare. It really isn't. What do you think of that, Nick? You obviously you are from India, so you know this better than I do, maybe. But what do you think of that?
Yeah, right, Joel. Most of the tournaments, primarily before this, I can say it was just to finish it off with 3 or 4 days, play as many matches as possible, and conclude it on the third and final day. And that, as you said, it wasn't good for the welfare of the players. A lot of players would end up getting injured. A lot of players would end up with their tired legs, not being able to perform in those crucial matches, let alone the finals and the semi-finals. And thankfully, just like you've
Well,
mentioned, the
just 1 second, Junaid. Hold on to that thought as that ball comes in. I'm sorry for that interruption, Nick. Just hold on to the thought as we finish this corner kick. You are on the right track. You are saying things that were absolutely right. The player welfare is of utmost importance here. And I'm just glad that Goan Football Association has seen some sense into that and has added those 2 or 3 days of break. That was nearly an own goal there by Sporting Clube de Goa, the goalkeeper punching the ball onto his own player for Sporting Clube de Goa. So corner kick now for Dempo, which is going to be taken again deep, and that's going to be a clearance, is it? Yes, it is so far. Ball, though, is still in a dangerous position, and that goes out of play for another corner kick. A little bit of a mistake there. No, it's going to be a goal kick in the end. All right, so we were talking about the tournament organization. I mean, this is the first game that you do here alongside me, but the organization of the game of the tournament, Nick. How is that, as we were talking before, different to other tournaments that we've covered before?
Uh, well, you're right. I mean, talking about the other tournaments, I mean, I'm talking about the low-level ones. Well, they were just, competing. Teams were competing, and they had to finish the tournaments from 3 to 5 days at a stretch. So even if the teams had to play 2 games or 3 games in a day, mind you, in a single day, they had to. Okay. So forget about playing every single day. 2 or 3 games in a single day. I mean, I've been to such kind of tournaments, and I mean, I should say kudos to the players. I mean, some of them did really perform well, but obviously, over a period of time, it was not really beneficial for anyone, for any side. Though the prize money was high, you do get all the prizes, the awards, but that is nothing in front of what do you say, the holistic approach to what a tournament should be.
Well, thanks for that input there. I wholeheartedly agree with you there, and I think 100% of the Indian fans would agree with you there on that. You do want to see a good spectacle. You don't want to see players rolling around on the ground or genuinely injured every 5-10 minutes, because that is just not right. And that's what you get when such tournaments do occur. You get injuries and you get players lacking fitness. Of course, it's not a lack of fitness. It's just that it's humanly impossible, mate, to play 1 or 2 games in a day at a decent level. Chance here for Sporting Clube de Goa, though. Cleared away, though, by Dempo. Not cleared well enough. That goes behind for a throw-in for the men in blue. 1-1, 30 minutes left of this game. Who has the upper hand in this game, Nick?
Well, at the moment, it looks like Dempo has really been pushing, as you can see it from the corners that have been coming from this side or this end, as they're pushing from left to right. But here comes Sporting de Goa. That was tantalizingly very close out there.
It was a decent ball in, but eventually Wellester Mendes did manage to get ahead of the striker Doyal. 1-1, finally poised this Goan derby. It is a very interesting match so far that we are calling here with my partner for the day. Today we have my friend Nicholas Jirwa. Nick, do tell us where you're from. People already know where I'm from, but I'll remind them later. But do tell us where you're from, mate.
Right, thanks, Joel. I'm from Shillong, and a football-loving place out here.
Of
We've had.
course, no wonder you were happy Shillong had beaten East Bengal. Now it makes sense. Of course, you are from Shillong. So you're a Shillong Lejong fan then, aren't you?
Well, I used to be. I mean, I still am, but once upon a time we did have Royal Wyandotte FC playing in the I League,
Yes,
so I
yes,
used
yes, yes, yes.
so hence I know jersey number 8 out there, Sushil Mehte of Sporting Club
So
de
let me
Goa.
ask you a question, Nick. Let me ask you a question, Nick. Because you obviously have experience from football in the northeast, of course, in Shillong. How is it different from Goa to Shillong, like the style of play and everything? Can you just tell us a little bit in depth about that? Like, what differences do you see? You have two Goan sides in front of you. If this was two Shillong sides, two teams from Meghalaya, how different would it be?
One thing, I mean, if it's a derby like this, let me tell you, both the teams will be going all out for each other.
there is
Mm.
no space for anyone defending at all. No way. I mean, if you look at the Shillong Premier League
One
and even
second,
the
one
I League
second,
as
one second, 1 second, Nick. 1 second, Nick. Chance here for Sporting Club to go. Ah! Cleared away though by Dempo. Getting back to you, Nick. Well, you were explaining how the difference are between both regions, Goa and Shillong. So do tell me, please, Nick. Continue.
right. So, like I said, if it was a derby between two Shillong teams, they would go all out for each other. I mean, there'll be no chance for them basically putting the ball on hold and going for the defensive mode, depending upon the situation, of course. But right from the word go, whatever the doctor has ordered, they would actually go all full mood attacking. I mean, that is what the local fans also love to see. I mean, you could have seen it during the Durand Cup as well. I mean, fans were just gearing behind Shillong Lajong the moment they got the ball. And I think the fan base in Shillong Lajong, have a look at that. That was really not quite the way that you throw in a football game. That was a foul given. And just to continue, I mean, yep, the fan base is quite immense out here in Shillong. We have four divisions out here, and for all four divisions, we really have, if I may not use the word huge, but we do have a good amount of people coming and watching football being played at the stadium.
Well, and I'm pretty sure the style of football both um, between both the Northeast and Goa is very different. I've seen over my years here in India that each particular, those regions that are football mad, football crazy, they do have a particular set of skills that they a particular style of play. And for
Yeah,
example, in the Northeast, it's more playing the ball on the deck. It's more passing. It's more intricate, more pace, of course, because they're no offense, but the Northeastern players are not as big as Punjabi players, for example. So I mean, you're not going to be scoring goals from corners, left, right, and center. You're not going to be playing long balls because that's not the strength of Northeastern players. Usually, they are smaller in figure, more pacier, more nimble on their feet, which is, by all accounts, absolutely fantastic for that style of play. But then you go to Punjab. I was there in Chandigarh working for a year and in the Punjab region, and you see the Punjabis 6'4", 6'5", with the long beards and they long balls and set pieces and headers. I mean, you see the way that, for example, Real Kashmir play football in the I League. It's very similar to that. It's a very similar style all the way from the north. Then you go down to Kerala and you see a little bit more dynamism. I think Kerala, to be fair, is an all-rounded style of football. They have passing capabilities. They're big, strong lads also in the south. It's a bit of an all-rounder, and we are seeing some players from Kerala also now make a comeback. Before in the past, of course, you had the likes of Ian Vijayan and MP Pradeep and John Paul Anchiri and so forth, dominating the Indian football scene. But that faded away a little bit, and now they're starting to make a big comeback. Sahal, and you have Ashok Karunyan, and you have other players that right now escape my train of thought. But it's quite interesting that every kind of region in India has its own style of play. I it's for I mean, for me personally as a coach, it's very fascinating to see that unfold in front of our eyes. Go on football, well, a bit more technical, I believe. Perhaps a tempo not as high, but you can see the way that they're trying to pass the ball around. It's a bit more technical than perhaps other states of football here in India. So it's fantastic. It really is. It's like every state has their own little way of playing, and it's just amazing, Nick.
right, you're right. I mean, absolutely right. Every part of the country has different way of playing football, and I think Northeast, as their style is concerned, they really are into a mixture of the Brazilian as well as the English style of playing. And as you can see, a lot of fans really worship either Brazil, Argentina, and England as well. slightly less on the Portuguese side as what probably Goa would be going go for. But that's what
Obviously,
Northeast is for
Goa.
you.
Yeah, I mean, chance here for Dempo. Keeper comes out. Well, Goa, of course, being an ex-Portuguese colony. A lot of Portuguese surnames in Goa. I mean, let's just name a few of them here right now. I mean, you have Costa, you have Colasso, you have Fernandez. I mean, the list can go on and on. Francisco Fernandez. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, oh, we had to speak, Nick. And now look what's happening. The rain is falling down like mad. Oh my word. Well, this is India for you guys. It could be sunny weather. It could be sunny weather one moment, and then it's absolutely pouring down the next. Do you think this weather might affect the outcome? Not the outcome. That doesn't influence the weather. Doesn't influence the outcome. But do you think it will affect the style of play, maybe? Or has that shower already gone? I'm confused. It was pouring down 30 seconds ago, and now it looks like it's gone again. Absolutely crazy.
Well, we experience this kind of weather in Shillong as well, and that's what they say. Sometimes we do get 4 seasons in a day. It could be raining, it's windy, and suddenly out in the midst, it'll be very sunny, and suddenly in the evening, it'll be very cold. I mean, being a hill station, you can get all the flavors of the seasons in a single day. I mean, just like the other day when Shillong Lojong played East Bengal, it was raining torrential in the morning, and suddenly there was clear blue skies. And during the game, probably, just like you said, probably weather does play some amount of aspect in the game. And there you go, as you can see, the goalkeeper being treated, Siddharth Rana, probably injuring himself out there. So as you can really hear, it's raining cats and dogs out there in
Absolutely.
Goa.
Yeah, it's pelting it down now, mate. I mean, oh my word. I mean, why did I have to jinx it? Why did I have to say about the weather that it's looking good and we hope it stays like this? Why did I have to say anything? I should have just kept quiet. It was so nice. It was so good. And now look at it. Look at the guys in the ponchos. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of those minions that you see on TV. Absolutely amazing. Well, new goalkeeper coming in, number 21. In fact, this is the first sub that we're seeing in the whole game. They still haven't made any subs, have they, any of the teams?
I doubt for sure. I mean, that is jersey number 21, Abhimanyu Singh, coming in for Siddharth Rana. Probably that's the first sub as far as I have seen. Didn't see it during the halftime though.
It is the first sub that we're witnessing now, and it's a goalkeeper for a goalkeeper, not the most traditional of changes in a match that is level at 1-1. I mean, maybe both coaches believe that they have the best player that they have on the pitch, or maybe they're just too afraid to throw the dice first to see who changes who and what do they change. I mean, what would you do in this position? Let's start with you. Imagine, close your eyes for a second. I mean, well, don't close your eyes. You have to watch the game. But still, figuratively speaking, imagine you are the head coach for Sporting Clube Goa. What would you change in the last 20 minutes to try and win the game?
But I will go all out to bring at least a forward to make sure that they really earn that goal that they really needed. I mean, that's important to get that goal. I mean, come what may. I mean,
Chance here for Dempo. Chance for Dempo. Opportunity. Goal! A mistake from the new goalkeeper Abhimanyu has gifted Dempo the lead in this game. 2-1. And I'm afraid to say, my friend Nick, you are not winning the bet today.
what can I say? I mean, at this level, Abhimanyu Singh really has cost the team a goal out there. There you go. just
Well, 2-1. I mean, what was going through the goalkeeper's mind there? I mean, what is going through his mind to try and play the ball out from the back the way he was trying to do that there? Why not clear the ball? Why not, belt the ball forward and try and start again? Shubham with a goal. It's a big mistake, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that shouldn't have been the norm. Actually, that was really, really costly. I mean, at this stage, you would have wanted Sporting to go out doing better, much better than that.
I'm
I
pretty sure
mean,
you would have wanted that also, right?
of course.
But it's not to be, alas. Dempo are leading by 2-1 against the men in orange. Sporting Clube de Goa, who started the game leading by 1-0, are now trailing by 2-1, courtesy of a mistake by the new goalkeeper Abhimanyu Singh, who was just brought on for Siddharth Rana, who got injured. And, well, is that going to cost them? Well, we shall have to wait and see. A shot coming in is easy. Oh, look at that calmness. I mean, that is a bit of arrogance there by the Dempo goalkeeper, stopping it with his feet. Is that going to cost them the game? What do you think? Can they still come back in this match?
15 minutes to go. Anything can happen. And let's wait and watch. They still can, I presume. But they don't have the fire in the belly as they had in the first half, as I can see. Is Rain playing a spoil spot right now? I can't say, Jim. But let's wait and watch.
Well, maybe the rain caught the goalkeeper unawares. Here come Dempo again. They look the fresher, the fitter side. Cut back. Ball on the edge. No, it isn't. Ooh, that's going to be a foul and a yellow card, I believe, shown to one of the Dempo players. The rain now starting to fall down consistently. That's going to be an interesting aspect to it for the 7 p.m. game between Brisbane Roar and FC Goa, which of course you can see here at Sportscast India and also on FIFA Plus. Both myself and my co-commentator Nick will also be there for that particular game. Ball now recycled there for number 14 for Sporting Clube de Goa. That is Diraj. Ball for the men in orange. At this moment in time, it seems appropriate for us to sing that nursery rhyme lullaby or incantation, however you want to call it. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day, because the way this is panning out, it looks like it's going to be another one of those Saturdays and Sundays. The rain, Goa, my word. I thought when I first came to India, everyone was like, oh, we're going to go, we're going to go have a nice chance here. Ooh, penalty kick, penalty, no, says the referee. Everyone was saying we're going to go have a nice time in Goa, the beaches, the sun. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, beaches, sun, Goa, parties, amazing, good food, good atmosphere. Chance now, though, for Sporting Clube. Oh. Nearly. And yet, when I do come to Goa, all I get is rain. That is just my luck, mate. Absolutely incredible. Well, we've seen 2 goalkeeper mistakes already. We've seen both sets of defenders committing mistakes. That's a nice ball. Chance for Sporting! Saved again by Wellister Mendes. Latest trotter saying this commentator is 100% a kindergarten teacher. Actually, I'm not. I'm a football coach, I'm a commentator, but I do give English classes also. So maybe that's where it comes from. But no, I can confirm and vouch for it. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. But that lullaby always stuck with me, Every single time there used to be rain, I would always sing that. And, well, no one heard me because the rain continues falling down. So we're, of course, live on our YouTube chat. Hashtag Ask the Commentators. Junaid, sorry, Nick, my bad. Just
No worries.
customary to have Junaid with me. So my bad, Nick. 12 minutes left. How do you see this panning out?
Well, just a couple of minutes ago, they had two chances. Both the chances has just been squandered away. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, do you really want the ball to be put in front of you and just kick you over the goal? I mean, that should have been a finish with a powerful kick from the forward line out there, but not taking their chances out there. Sporting de Gloa, could they rue and to end up like that? There you go. Have a look at that. A
Yeah,
little
that
bit
was a
of
big
power, but
mistake.
probably he was off balance. There you go, another one. Just a couple of minutes after that, and despair.
So corner kick now for Dempo.
As a football coach, if you're playing, suddenly if there's rain, do you change your style of play?
No, you don't change your style of play. Because of rain, everything continues the same. In fact, I used to love back in my football days playing in the rain. It was such a refreshing thing. Obviously, when the ball used to hit you, it used to sting 10 times more than without the rain. But you know, the rain does make the ground slicker, which in turn makes for possession football to be a little bit more flowing, more fluidity. Here comes Sporting Clube de Goa though. And of course, when you shoot from distance and if the ball bounces just in front of the goalkeeper, it's going to make it tough. So the rain does have its pros and cons, of course. But nothing changes. The style has to remain the same. There's no doubt about that. But it's good. There's another question here by Newton Chacha. He's asking us, hashtag ask the commentators, how are you feeling today? I'll answer that after we talk about the subs. Nick, who's coming on and off?
Right, there you go. As you can see, that's jersey number 13 for 18 out there. 15, sorry. 19 and 22. So that is Kapil Hoble, the goal scorer, coming in and probably giving fresh legs to Semongmang Dongal, Manipuri guy, Semongmang Dongal. And 13 and 15, as we saw, that was Shubham Rawat and giving space to Lakshmin Manrao Rane. So 3 subs happening for Dempo. Fresh legs. Ooh.
That was a good opportunity that was for Dempo once more. Didn't materialize though, but again, they are carving this Sporting Clube de Goa team open at will whenever they want. It's been that kind of a game for Dempo. Nearly there, a known goal. Good save in the end by the goalkeeper. So corner kick now for Dempo once more, which is cleared by Sporting Clube de Goa. So it is 5:41 in the afternoon. There's going to be another injury break here. Yeah, we're just going to answer that question now. How are you guys feeling today? Well, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really pumped up for that second game coming up at 7 o'clock between Goa and Brisbane Roar. How are you feeling, Nick?
Yeah, I'm getting excited as well for the second game match that will be telecasted live on the Sportscast India channel at 7 o'clock. Brisbane Roar FC versus FC Goa. Hope to see a lot of supporters coming in for the second game. I mean, that will add to the...
Yeah, if it rains like this, no one's going to come, Nick. It's absolutely pouring down. That's the problem here. If it rains like this, it's going to be, you know, there's not going to be a lot of fans watching the game. Unfortunately, there'll be, I mean, why would you? You'll be comfortable at home watching us on Sportscast India, listening to our expert commentary. So why would you? Chance here again for Dempo. Offside though. I mean, think about it logically. Would you rather just get absolutely drenched, or would you rather have a nice cup of tea at home and some Goan food like a Ross omelette or some fish, and just enjoy the game, around your 32-inch LED TV and listening to our commentary, myself and you? I mean, I know what I'd rather do.
Well, that depends which team is playing. I mean, if it is your home team playing, why not? I mean, if you really have your pals and your friends with you, I would love to go to the stadium, really cheer for your team, no matter what. But yeah, I mean, to each his own, whatever may be the situation. That was a chance out there for Dempo. Dongle not quite really converting that. That would have been good night for Sporting Clube de Goa.
Well, now for Sporting Clube de Goa. So yes, we do have that blockbuster game happening at 7 o'clock, which we do hope the tempo will be much higher than this. We have an interesting one here by Ashley Alemão saying it's difficult to come out, everywhere is submerged. Well, there you go. So if you guys do want to come down to the Fatorda, make sure that you bring your snorkeling equipment, your scuba tanks, and just have a swim around and make sure that you get yourself over here to this fantastic stadium and support and cheer for FC Goa, of course, or the Brisbane Roar if you're feeling a bit peckish. Ball now for the Sporting Clube de Goa side, trying to find a way to penetrate this back line from Dempo. It's not happening at the moment for the team in orange in this Goan derby. It is still 2-1 for the men in blue. And they deserve it, haven't they? I mean, they've had the better chances, right? What do you say?
Yep, you're right, Joel. I mean, coming in from a goal down to now leading the scoreboard 2-1. I mean, that just shows what the coaches, rather the manager, Richard Celestine, must have basically told them during their practice sessions. And just like I told you, I mean, coming 5-1, losing it to Brisbane Roar, probably they must have put down aside and look forward to the new game, and probably they've answered all the critics. Injury taking place out there, and that is jersey number 14 helping Vero Colasso. It's a throw in Sporting de Goa's favor.
This is something that we're going to be seeing now in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game. Players just dropping down because they have exerted themselves to utmost capacity. Let's not forget, it is, for many of these players, still only their second game that they're playing together in this campaign. That's a nice little turn, sharp turn. It's going to be a foul. No, says the referee, play on. Chance here, though, offside. Why? Why did he take the ball off his partner? He should have allowed number 22 to carry on. It's difficult now with this kind of rain falling down to try and master the ball on this condition. I mean, kudos to the ground. The ground is behaving rather nicely. I've seen other grounds, when the rain starts pouring down like this, absolutely crumble under the pressure. So, the ground is in good condition considering the amount of rain that we have had over the past 4 or 5 days here in Goa. So it's pretty decent. And again, you got to praise the groundsmen, you got to praise the stadium people for making this possible, the Goan Football Association for allowing this tournament to go on. Chance here though for Sporting Clube de Goa, cleared away though by Dempo once more, long ball forward. That will be now, with the last few minutes on the clock, that will be the game plan, I believe, for Dempo. Just defending and knocking everything as far away as possible from their own goal, Nick.
Right, you're right. I mean, you can see it from their body language as well. Dempo not really quite giving in, not throwing the towel yet. 3 minutes to go, hoping that they can hold on to this lead, while Sporting de Goa, on the other hand, are really pushing it in, make sure that let's end this game with a draw and settling down with a point, and probably that will make the entire team happy. But here comes Dempo, an offside being given out there by the assistant referee. pass out there. Number 7 of Dempo, Kner Kitalang Buam. He's a Shillong lad playing for Dempo at the moment.
Only you could have pronounced that name, mate.
I understand the predicament that you go through when you read. I mean, I know a few of the commentators that really have a tough time to pronounce a lot of Mizo names, Manipuri names, and names coming in from the state of Meghalaya as well.
Yeah, northeastern names are particularly hard for myself. Yeah. I've done the Northeast Games before, done the Dr. Tiao Trophy in Nagaland, and at the very beginning it was quite hard, but then obviously, you know, it's improved drastically over the years. But still, that Buam name today, his first name, not the surname, his first name, it's just, for me, it's unpronounceable, mate. Absolutely unpronounceable. Can you try and say it again, please?
Yep, so that's Kner Kitalang Buam.
Kner Kitalam Buam.
Yep, you got it right.
That's not so hard there. It's not so hard there when you have an expert teaching you. Cheers for that, mate.
Yep.
So, ball now is Sporting Clube de Goa. 6 minutes of added on time given in the game. We are going to reach minute 96. Already 5.5 minutes left of this match, and I think there's going to be some more substitutions here. If I'm not mistaken, perhaps I am. It's going to be a throw-in for Dempo. No substitutions. So throw-in for Dempo, nice control. Nice looking ball, but it goes behind for a throw-in for Sporting Clube de Goa. 2-1 for Dempo here today. I mean, they have shaved this second half, I believe. I think in the first half, Sporting Clube de Goa were a bit better than Dempo. But in this second half, I think Dempo thoroughly deserved this win.
You're right, Joel. I mean, they've really come back from behind, and Sporting de Goa, as you can see from the body language, shoulders well stooping low, and really not quite the game that I was expecting from Sporting de Clube de Goa this time.
Opportunity now for the men in orange. Cross coming in, cleared away, not cleared away though. Another mistake, shot, blocked. Another opportunity now for Sporting Clube de Goa. And that cross was a poor cross. And now it's 2v2 here. Dempo can seal this if they make the right passes. Opportunity here for Dempo. There's no one overlapping him, of course. Minute 92. Players are tired, they're exhausted. Everyone is still a bit feeling a bit dodgy right now at the moment due to the exertion that they've had in this match. And of course, just 3 days ago against Brisbane Roar. Still 2-1. Poised nicely here. Sporting to the goal with the cross in. That goes behind for a goal kick. So 3 minutes left. Are we going to see an equalizer here, Nick?
Let's wait and watch. 3 minutes, hoping for an equalizer to happen, but the way Dempo is playing at the moment, I think they have the upper edge, and you can look at from the way Wellister Mendes saving with his legs and not with his hands. That just speaks of the confidence that they're having, and you can see Dempo really making Sporting run for the ball, while Dempo are at ease, knowing that they're just 2 minutes away from a good win in this game.
I agree with you there. Just 2 minutes left for Dempo to manage to get themselves a massive 3 points, which will then give them at least a bit of a whiff against FC Goa in their final game. That is something that they, of course, would want. They would want to still have their future in their own hands, because that's what this means. I mean, it's not going to be easy for Dempo to try to beat FC Goa, that's for sure. But that's what this means. It means that they will have their future in their own hands. So far, so good for the men in blue. They are leading this game by 2-1 against Sporting Clube de Goa. The volley, and that's a poor effort there by Sporting Clube de Goa. Ball just not finding the right angle for that volley, as you saw Gurkerat yesterday with his stunning strike in yesterday's match on Sunday's game for Chennai against Churchill Brothers. Final minutes of the match, and it looks like Dempo are going to take a crucial 3 points here, unless of course Sporting Clube de Goa play party poopers and manage a leveler themselves, which, to be fair with you, I don't see happening at the moment.
The last of the last.
Yeah, one last hurrah. I was just about to say that, one last hurrah here for Sporting Clube de Goa. And I'll get back to you after this this last final moment. Final ball coming in. Ball is still in the box. Chance now for Dempo to break. That surely is that for Dempo and Sporting Clube de Goa, Nick. 2-1 win for Dempo. What do you make of it?
Well, it has been probably hard time. Probably, as you can see it out there, yep, an injured player from Sporting de Goa. The last 5 minutes or so, Sporting de Goa did go all out, as you saw. But brave efforts from Dempo, really not to allow them to concede. And probably a minute will be added for this. And there you can see jersey number 11 of Sporting de Goa, Klunsner, John Pereira, not happy with himself. You can see that anguish. He is livid. And I must say, even the coach, Armando Colasso, as well. So that was jersey number 18 being taken off. Throw in for Sporting de Goa, but I guess it's the other way around. And they are actually... Yep, that's a throw for Dempo. Slight confusion out there.
Few seconds left in this game. Dempo will take 3 crucial points back to their hotel room today. They are going to be happy about this. They have to be happy about this, because it is a win nonetheless. No matter whether they played well or not, it still is a win against their local rivals. So here's a chance, though. Here's a chance for Sporting Clube de Goa. Free kick. Well, is there going to be a twist in the tail here for Sporting Clube de Goa? Are they going to be the men who destroyed Dempo's opportunities of making the semi-finals? It is 2-1. Already 2 extra minutes have been added. I'm not sure where the referee has managed to find those 2 extra minutes, but still here they are. So 2 extra minutes at the moment have already been played in this game. There was 6 minutes of added on time. Now this is minute number 8. Opportunity, free kick for Sporting Clube de Goa. Shot! Yeah, that was close. Corner kick, says the referee. The game continues. The game carries on. Nothing is stopping here. Corner kick for Sporting Clube de Goa. In swinger. Ball gets played in. Cleared away by Dempo. And that is that. That's the end of the game. Dempo 2, Sporting Clube de Goa 1. Handshakes all around. 3 massively crucial points for Dempo in their quest to qualify for the semi-final of this second edition of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. So, well, it's been a pleasure, Nick, having you here in this game between Dempo and Sporting Clube de Goa. We do have another game at 7. How are you feeling about that one?
Right, I'm pumped up for that game. Joel, thanks a lot for having me in the commentary box. I mean, it's really been a pleasure to do commentary with you. And yep, congratulations, Dempo. And I'm sure they will have a lot of learnings from this and they will take a lot of positives from this game for their fate, to seal their fate against FC Goa in the upcoming game. Well, hard luck to Sporting Clube de Goa. Well, they gave their soul, they gave everything towards the last 5-7 minutes, but alas, to their despair, uh, that was the fateful score that was decided, probably just the other way around from my perspective. 1-2, Dempo wins this game, game number 5 of the third day of the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy tournament. Sorry.
Well, 7 o'clock we'll be back. So do take care, stay safe, and well, see you then.